Hello, beautiful water signs out there. Welcome to my channel, Astro Cheryl, and this is your monthly tarot reading for March 2026. Okay, so during the full moon this month, we have a total lunar eclipse, and that means that there's a lot of karmic energy that is being released. And this new moon on March 18th is in the sign of Pisces. We also have Mercury retrograde in Pisces. We have Mars in Pisces. So there is an attunement, a reset of energy that is raising our vibrations on this planet. Okay? And we're also looking at the breakdown of systems in our worldview. We see that we are in the midst of war around the world, and it's affecting most all countries, okay? But this is a time for each of us to stay centered, focus on our intentions, because during a new moon, we're setting our intentions for what it is that we want to experience going forward. And this total lunar eclipse that has happened on the 3rd of March is, again, shedding, of things that no longer serve us. And it's also shedding old systems, belief systems, because Pisces is like that past belief system. Now that we've moved into the age of Aquarius, we're into a new type of system, okay? And this has to do with rapid growth, technology, more power to the people, okay? Because Aquarius is about the collective, okay? Seeing that freedom is the gold with Aquarius. Now, with all that being said, with the new moon in Pisces, it's saying to meditate and contemplate. Okay? So, again, take some time and be with yourself and try to change the things that you can for the better within you, okay? Because there is a reset within all of us that's happening, and you don't want to fight it. Go with the flow, because that's what Pisces is all about, going with the flow, no matter how painful it may be. Okay, and what you don't see coming is work through your fears. And with the change, that's part of the energy that you're going to experience, is the energy of fear. And look what's under that. Look at here, look at here. This full moon in Virgo. You are enough, okay? So, again, this is a month of a lot of heavy energy being released, because we have Saturn moving into Aries, Neptune moving into Aries, and Venus moving into Aries, conjuncting, okay? So with this is, we know that, Saturn will keep us grounded. Neptune will, create this spiritual fogginess, because it wants, people to connect with their higher self. But with that, because it's such a deeply profound energy and vibration, that it's hard for us to see clearly what we are looking for. So it does take time, but Saturn will keep us grounded in the reality so that we can explore and experience our spiritual parts without, setting the boundaries. That's what Saturn does, set those boundaries, because Neptune and Pisces are both boundless energies, okay? So, anyway, there we have it. Water signs. This month is a lot of change, and with this lunar eclipse, we won't see the results until another year. However, it's happening slowly but surely. Okay? So let's see, with the what's the overarching energy for the month is, let's see, it is the first chakra. Okay, this is Archangel Michael. He's in charge of the first chakra energy, and it is a red energy. That's your root chakra. That's where your fears live. That's where your protection, your safety, your security is all that first chakra energy. And when someone tries to upset that, it creates the fear of not being safe or not being protected. Okay? But just know you are, because Archangel Michael is here to do that. Now, what you don't see coming is this is your fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. Okay, love yourself. Okay, and trust that the universe loves you too. Okay, you don't see that coming, but that is coming in for you. And during this time, there might be some financial constraints here, but this too shall pass. Okay, because we're in the process of realigning, ourselves with a new frequency. All right, so what does the astrological cards want to share with the water signs? We have Mars, and Mars is in the sign of Pisces right now. Okay, and also aspecting Uranus. So this is about your physical energy, your drive, your strength, and your fighting spirit. Okay, so just know that Archangel is here because you are in your energy. Mars is in your energy, water signs. Okay, and what you don't see coming is this Pisces energy again. Okay? Pisces energy is here. This energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. Okay, so it's just the time to go with the flow here. And we have some Sagittarius energy behind that, which is going to give you more freedom power. All right, so let's see what is the situation for the month for the water signs. It's definitely experiencing some red energy. All right, so we have the Five of Swords. You are stirring the pot and creating tension. You may think you've won, but all you've done is created a hostile environment and made an ass of yourself. Wow. Water signs. Focus on repairing the damage before it's too late because your reputation is on the line. What's more important to you, being right or isolating yourself from everyone else? Okay? So just make sure that you don't act first. Okay, because with this Mars energy, that's what Mars energy does, is act first and think later. And when you're sitting in your root chakra, it's like your survival instinct kicks in, okay? And it creates that force of flight or fight energy. And what you don't see coming is the Knight of Wands coming in. And this reading is male or female. It's just energy that is being looked at. Okay, so now is the time to go for it. Be committed to your purpose and vision and do what it takes to bring your goals to life because you know that your potential is limitless. Yeah. Your energy is high right now with this Mars energy, but be sure that you're thinking before acting so that you don't stumble over your own feet. Yeah. Think before acting is key. Okay? So, let's see. This is water. Yeah. And I think I did this one for you for the tarot. But I'm going to go ahead and use this deck because it hasn't been used yet. So, let's see. This is the Celtic cross. For the water signs. All right, let's see what we have so far. Okay, what's covering you is the World. What's crossing you is the Queen of Pentacles. Uh-oh. What's above you is the Two of Pentacles. What's coming in is the Nine of Swords. So this is a lot of fire energy that's coming in. And what's beneath you is the Five of Swords. The Five of Wands. We also have the Five of Swords as your situation. And what's moving out is the High Priestess energy. And you're the one that wants this, desires this higher love, but your environment wants you to experience the past, go back to what you used to. Okay, and what you want is to move on. You're inspired to move on. Okay, and what you get is a new path at 0 degrees, something divine. All right? With the Fool. The Fool is divine energy. Okay? Setting a new course. And we have Saturn and we have Neptune both at 0 degrees of Aries. And Aries is like new energy. Okay, so what you don't see coming is the Nine of Coins. Okay, this represents your independence, your freedom, your ability to handle your business on your own. Okay. Okay, so here we go, water signs. Let's get into it. Now, what's covering you is the World card. Okay? And this is about, it represents like your ninth house, your belief systems, foreign travel, connecting with people of other cultures, other languages. So you are in a situation where you might be connecting others from another culture, okay? Or you might have be offered a job in another country, and it could be, internet related where you don't have to physically move to do so. But there's definitely some, I'm looking at internet, like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, some type of interaction with someone that inspires you. And it looks like you might be looking for someone that is like a soulmate, okay? But there's definitely opportunity showing up here in your favor. And what's crossing you is the Queen of Pentacles, okay? And again, we are looking at someone who is self regulated, someone who can take care of themselves and not in a needy position in their life. They are mature and intellectually mature, financially mature, and comfortable in their skin. Okay? And what we have here is coming in is the Two of Pentacles. And this is managing. This is about managing the things that, like that Pisces energy, going with the flow. This is about going with the flow and managing things as they show up for you on a daily. Okay? So you are in control and you have the power to be in charge of your own self-regulation. Okay, even though we see this Five of Wands being the situation, you have to make sure that you are making amends and atoning. Okay, but just know you don't have to give all of yourself. All right, set those boundaries. Okay, and go on. You don't have to be trying to appease people for your shortcomings. We all have them. So just know who you are and have confidence in yourself and keep moving forward. All right, so what's coming in is the Nine of Wands. All right, you're letting go. You're ending a cycle of giving too much of yourself and not getting that back. Okay? That's where you are right now. We're in this change of alignment frequency, and you are letting go and ending this cycle of being on patrol, being the one that have to handle everything on your own, okay? And the one who gets, you know, the tough end of it. So what's in your foundation is also the confusion, the Five of Wands. This is where, competition is, and a lot of people are in their head when it comes to this Five of Wands, okay? So everybody is going through something, but sometimes people want to be in competition with another because their head is not in the same place as everybody else, okay? But when I look at this card, I see them not looking at each other. They're looking up or around because it's all about them in this heated moment, okay? So this could be about you trying to feel better about where you are in your life without having to compete with outside forces. Okay? So, this is about you being more self knowing and getting out of your first chakra. Okay? Getting out of that fear of not being enough. Okay? Because you are enough. And then what we see moving out is the high priestess. So at that full moon, the high priestess revealed something. Whatever was culminating has already been downloaded. And you're the one that's getting the gift of divine union. Okay? You're the one. And what's in your environment is those who want you to stay in the past. But that's not happening. It's not happening because you are inspired to move on and create something new. And what you get is that opportunity to start anew with the divine protection of manifesting what you want going forward. Okay, so you learned your lesson with the Five of Swords, and look at what your outcome is. You get to start all over again doing something new because you let go of, all of this karmic energy. Okay? So, water signs, this is your forecast for the month of March. And until next time, bye for now. Make sure you give yourself a lot of rest. Okay?